I'm Omalade, and you're watching Hootworthy.
Omalade is GCA's 2025 valedictorian, but she's not just the smartest person on your screen. In this episode, we talk about some of her favorite things, what surprises people most about her, and how she made it to the top without losing her spark. Enjoy the show. Omalade, first off, congrats. Huge. GCA's 2025 valedictorian. But I want to know the story. When did you find out? How did you find out? And what was your reaction? Were you just like, whoa, what's happening? Were you excited, chill? Like, walk me through the story of what was the saga of the finding out valedictorian?
Well, to put it simply, I cried a
You
lot.
cried.
A lot.
Ugly cry?
Ugly cry.
Yeah, me too. I do that a lot.
The stronger the emotions, the uglier the cry.
There you go. I like that. I'm going to steal that.
But basically, my counselor had set up a SIPS meeting, which is basically a scheduled academic progress meeting.
Okay.
The only problem was I had mine last semester.
Oh, so you're kind of on the trail. What's going on? So counselor needs to come up with something a little more sneaky.
Yep, I was a
Okay.
little suspicious, but I was like, okay, maybe this is a bi-semester thing.
Okay.
So I put the meeting in my phone. My phone doesn't go off. I am late to the meeting. I would not have shown up if she hadn't called me.
So she had to call.
She had to call me.
Oh, wow. Okay. So first off, you're late to the meeting. You're like, wow, not a great impression. You get into the Zoom meeting. I imagine it's a Zoom meeting.
Yep, it's a Zoom meeting. She had committed to the bit. It was labeled SIPS for Omalade. I get in there and it's a bunch of other teachers, counselors, and some admin. And I'm thinking, I am in hot water.
Oh, no. You're like, oh, boy. What's happened?
Yep,
They found me out. I'm just kidding. Wait, what did I do?
I'm thinking I'm in some big trouble. But then they roll the slideshow and I just completely break down.
So it says like, congrats, valedictorian or something.
Yeah, there's gold sparkles. It was very nice.
And so you're just like immediate tears or like builds or it's just like,
it's just there.
and your parents are there or where were they?
Funny enough, they were supposed to go to the meeting with me because it's a SIPS meeting. Since I had forgotten, I had also forgotten to tell them. So now I'm crying. I have to turn off my camera. I'm running through the house like, Mom, Dad, come check out.
And
like,
you're just like really hysterical.
yes.
And they're like, what's happened? Like, are you hurt? Are you injured?
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. So yeah, it was very complicated, chaotic, but it was a good chaotic.
So they come into the meeting because you were like, just come here, come join, see what happened.
Yep.
And so now you've got now they start crying. Everybody's crying. The admins are crying. It's just a big cry fest.
Yep.
Oh man, I love it. We got to get that recording so we can just get a bunch of people crying here. Emotions. We'll roll that during this so we can get the emotional feel. But so if someone only knew you as valedictorian, they were like, okay, she's got this highest GPA. Like they only know you as valedictorian. They don't know like behind the valedictorian. What's something they like would not expect at all about you?
Well, I'm not doing too good for the valedictorian stereotype because I consider myself to be a kind of basic person. I have the glasses, I like reading. I think though where I do kind of start to break that stereotype a little bit is I do enjoy athletic things. I'm not very good at them, but I like them. They bring me joy. I like playing frisbee with my friends, tennis. I like going biking, skating, stuff like that. I like dancing.
So that's the outside of school stuff. You're like, I really enjoy like physical activity stuff. Like that's what you're getting into when you're not getting graded on it, right? You're like, this is what I love. You said tennis. I didn't hear pickleball. Have you not gotten into the pickleball craze? Has it not sucked you in yet?
Pickleball, I have mixed feelings about pickleball.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Hot take on Hootworthy.
I feel like if you're going to play pickleball, you do you. However, I will either play badminton or I will play tennis.
Oh, boy.
I'll do either if I want to enjoy those two things.
So if all your friends are like, Omalade, we're playing pickleball, you're like, no, thanks.
I
Not
will
for
be
me.
sitting on the bench playing Uno.
Strong feelings. Ping pong. Strong feelings about ping pong, or
I like ping pong.
so you'll play ping pong?
I'm not good at it, but I will play.
Yeah, that's fun. Cool. So I love racket sports. So it's like I don't discriminate for racket sports. It's like I love it. Actually, I do. Badminton's not for me.
Oh, really?
I've tried it. I mean, I'm horrible.
Is it
It's
because
like
it doesn't like hit
birdie
the
goes
field?
and it's like, what am I doing here? What are we doing? The racket's real skinny and it's got the big head, and then you're like, it's not big enough because I'm missing the bird. It's like, man, I'm awful at it. I'm terrible. Is that your best game, would you say? Like, what are you best at?
Yeah.
Badminton.
It's like baby tennis. It was very like helpful for me because I don't have any like strength or athletic coordination. So
Oh.
you kind of just you aim it, you hit it, it goes back. It's very forgiving.
Is it?
Yes.
See, for me, I'm like, dude, you being good at badminton, I'm like, wow. Like, to me, that's the pinnacle of athleticism. If you know how to hit badminton and a birdie, like that's because it's so rogue. It doesn't go where you're aiming it. But I wish I could just talk about badminton this whole time. I do. But what's something your friends would say that you're known for? Is it you're the badminton queen? Is that it?
Definitely not. I have some
Okay.
very athletic friends. But I would say that I'm known for kind of being the comedian or supporter of the group. I wouldn't dare call myself funny outright, but I mean, if the people are saying it,
Yes, it's got to be true.
but yeah, I like showing up for my friends. I think that I'm the person that they can count on to be there to support them. And I think that's very important to have in a friend group, to have someone who will support every member and hype them up, be the you got this person.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're the encourager. So if you weren't at GCA and you had to hold a TED Talk tomorrow, what are you talking on? Like what's your topic? What are you going to do?
The talk would be called The Art of Playing the Bread.
The art of playing the bread?
The Art of Playing the Bread.
Kind of expand that for me. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about badminton again?
I wish we were, but
Okay.
you got bread. There's different types of bread. You got wheat bread. You got white bread.
Ah.
You got bread that comes in loaves, bread that comes in slices. Depending on how it comes packaged, there's different frequencies, how the yeast made the bread rise, the air going through the bread. Playing the bread is an art.
So you're a big baker then. Are you a baker, or are you just just love bread?
I play the bread. It is
Okay.
an instrument for me.
I see.
But yeah, the art of playing the bread is basically an exercise in confidence and socialization. If you can play the bread, which of course everyone kind of objects to it as bread's not an instrument. If you can successfully convince people that bread is an instrument and you are in fact good at it, you've started to master the beginning of socialization. If you can convince other people you are confident, even if you're not, such as myself,
Sure.
it kind of opens a pathway into talking to other people, because everyone asks, what is the bread? How do you play the bread?
Yeah. See, I thought your TED Talk was going to be more like why pickleball is the worst sport ever. Like that's where I thought you were going. And then there was going to be a riot and we weren't going to be able to air this Hootworthy after that. So what's something that you have learned to care less about? Like in a good way. Like what's something that you're like, I should not care that much about? And then something that you're like, I should care more about this thing. So can you tell me those two opposites there?
Ironically, I've learned to care less about my grades. When I was a freshman, I would regularly cry. I would have
Oh boy.
moments. I would freak out over assignments that were due, how I was going to complete them, how this is going to affect my overall transcript, everything that's going to happen in high school, and everything that's judged based on what does happen in high school. However, over time, I've realized that I am a high academic achiever and I do have like a great amount of coordination. I should believe in myself more. And my grades reflect who I am as a person at this moment. And also they reflect the mistakes that I've made and how I've learned from them, which cannot be reflected in grades. You can't measure how much a student has learned on a test based on a previous grade that they've taken.
Sure. But you're right. You learn a lot from mistakes. It's hard to measure that. I mean, unless you're taking the exact same test or quiz again.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, well, obviously I scored a lot better on this. And then have you always been, because you come off as someone who like pushes yourself. Have you always been someone who pushes themselves? Or is this something that you've grown into? Like, would you call this a personality trait that you kind of just had? Or was this like a thing you've developed over time?
My parents definitely raised me to be someone who pushes themselves. From an early age, I was always motivated to achieve great things, anything that I wanted to, anything that I could set my mind to. That basically told it's within reach if you work hard enough for it. So that mentality was very important to develop at an early age because it follows me throughout my life. So by the time I reach late middle school, early high school, when people start to think, oh, this is getting serious, I was already locked in. I already knew it was serious.
You're locked in. You're like, come on, not my first rodeo. Tell me something that I don't know. That's amazing.
So that kind of just followed me throughout my life, the motivation to be better and to want to achieve the next thing.
And that's great to have like parents in your corner. They're like, hey, you can do this. Keep going. We have high expectations. And then you met those high expectations, or probably they would argue, and you would argue, I've exceeded those expectations that they set for me. And so this kind of goes hand in hand and leads into that. Would you say that valedictorian is a mindset? So like you achieving valedictorian, was it this mindset that you have, or was it habits that you did, or a combination of both? And how would you describe it?
I think it was definitely mindset. I have kind of a screwdriver to a nail type of approach to life, where even if I may not have the right tools, I believe that with enough work, with enough effort, the job will get done.
There you go.
So it may not be a hammer, it may not be a screw, but the screwdriver will drive the nail into the wall.
There you go. I feel like a good like construction company kind of slogan or picture in there somewhere. So I might look into that for some type of branding there for a construction company. But what would you say is something that you are really excited about for your next chapter? So as a senior graduating, you're like, whoa, I can't believe it's here. It's probably a little surreal, especially when you go get on the stage, do the speech, la da 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 da. But what would you say is next chapter that you're super excited about? Do you already know the school? Are you doing school? Are you taking a break? Like, are you doing trade? Like what sort of things are next steps for you that you're excited about?
Well, I've actually applied to the University of West Georgia's nursing program, and I recently got an email saying I was accepted.
Yeah.
So very happy for that.
Congrats.
Starts in the summer. My time will be occupied by that, but I'm super excited to start clinicals. That's not until next spring, but I feel like that's when it'll get really real.
Oh yeah, sure. Wow. So they start you pretty early on the clinicals, and I didn't realize that it would be so quick.
Well, I've already completed 2 years of like prerequisites. So,
of course you have. I should have known that. How'd you do that? Dual enrollment?
Dual enrollment. That's why I'm valedictorian. Dual enrollment credits.
There you go. Dual enrollment credits. Okay, so you did the dual enrollment program here at GCA. Very cool. What do you hope that this takes you to? Like, what would you say are Omalade's like dreams, pictures? So you say you're going to nursing school, like want to be a nurse, or like where would you say like what am I hoping to achieve here?
New York City.
New York City.
I want to go to New York. I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and my goal is to use my degree to volunteer my time at Bethel, which is basically a facility where Jehovah's Witnesses use it to further Bible education in different countries and regions. So I would love to be able to help out there.
Very cool. So get your degree and then move to New York City. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yep.
Very cool. So here we go. Leading into that, we bring you back to Hootworthy 10 years from now. It's going to go fast. Don't remind me. But you come back 10 years from now. What do you hope we're talking about 10 years from now?
10 years is scary.
Yes.
I will be 26. That is wow. But I'm hoping we're talking about another amazing GCA valedictorian. Maybe GCA gone national, not just contained in Georgia anymore.
There you go.
And hopefully I've been up to some really awesome things. So talking about that.
Being in New York City,
Yes.
you would hope you'd be there.
Yep.
Yep. Doing the nursing thing.
Yes.
What do you think, talking about GCA here, what is something that you've appreciated about being a student at GCA during your time here? Like what have you enjoyed? Like what has GCA offered to you?
I really like the flexibility, which I think is the number one thing across the board at GCA that everyone appreciates. I've been able to travel to some really cool places. I've been back to Nigeria, where I'm from, twice. Been able to go back to Boston. That's where we moved from originally. Been to Canada, to Egypt, Israel, Jordan, South Carolina, Chicago, a lot of places.
Wow. Of all those places you just said, which one is your favorite that stands out? Like, which one did you enjoy being in the most?
I have to say Nigeria, because of seeing family, and that doesn't even feel like a trip to me anymore. That feels like a family reunion that we have every couple of years.
Yeah.
But I always love going back and seeing my many cousins.
That's awesome. And did you do that like during the school year?
Yes, I actually went back recently, just in February. So
Okay. What's the time difference there? Like when were you doing school when you were in Nigeria?
there's like a 6-hour time difference. So I was doing school. I would start over there 2 p.m. in the afternoon and end around 9-10 at night.
Wow.
Yep, it was a little rough, but it's kind of nice because you're at home in the evening anyway. So
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, before you go, Omalade, we've loved hearing your story and what an incredible achievement, valedictorian, and then learning a little bit behind the valedictorian. But who do you want to shout out before you get out of here?
definitely, first of all, shout out to God, because without him, I would not be here at all. All that I've achieved is because of him. And then my wonderful parents, who always believed in me and motivated me, and told me that whatever I needed to do, they would make it happen. My dad would drive me to dual enrollment classes because I had to be stubborn and start right when I could. So I was 15 getting dropped off. He would drive back and forth, and the sacrifices that they made. And my sister, for being my designated beta tester for literally everything. I will run everything by her. I ran what I was going to wear today by her first.
Yeah, and is your sister a GCA student as well?
She's a GCA student.
Awesome. So I imagine she's probably like, well, great, now I have to be valedictorian. Thanks a lot, Omalade. Pressure's on.
If there's something higher than valedictorian, I am confident that she can achieve it.
That's awesome. Well, thanks again, Omolade. Great story. Loved getting to hear more about you and your experiences so far at GCA. And we can't wait to see you on the stage. Get that diploma, and congrats, and stay Hootworthy. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.